Welcome back, everyone, to Out of the Park Baseball 22. It's the brand new game from the team over at Out of the Park Developments. And boy, when it comes to baseball simulation, this is the best you can get. It is so immersive. If you caught our live stream the other day, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'll give you a quick first look at this year's game. This is the 22nd entrant in the story franchise, and just like the ones before it, it's awesome. All right. That's all you need to know. So this is still the pre-order beta version of the game. Hopefully everything carries over as it should when the full game gets released here in just a couple days. But before we get too far into that, I'm going to talk about what we're going to be doing. I haven't done a series on Out of the Park Baseball. In fact, I hadn't done any videos outside of a live stream for this game particularly because, you know what? It's just time. We need to do it. So what I want to do is I want to take a franchise that needs some help, a team that's just struggled for years upon years, and it's going to be the Baltimore Orioles. We're going to start off Out of the Park Baseball 22, trying to take the Baltimore Orioles to the World Series, and it's a team that has not done so in quite some time. In fact, the Orioles have just struggled in general for, well, since I've been alive for about 30 years or so. They've only been in the playoffs 5 of those years. The last time they were in the playoffs was back in 2016 when they lost in the wild card game. And then 2 years before that, they were swept out of the ALCS when they won their last division championship. And that was their 2014 campaign. And the last time they won a division championship before that was all the way back in 1997, almost 20 years before that. So they've lost several chances to get in the World Series, a lot of ALCS exits. Last time they won the World Series was back in 1983. It's quite a while ago. Cal Ripken was a part of the team. You might have heard of that guy. I mean, the Orioles have a lot of history behind them when you talk about Cal Ripken Jr., of course. When you talk about Frank Robinson, Brooks Robinson, Eddie Murray. There's so many great ball players that the Orioles have had come through their system. And, of course, Jake Arrieta was a Oriole at one point. I know it's an Oriole at one point. When he went to the Cubs, I'm a Cubs fan, so I had to, put that out there. So, but when it comes to the Orioles, I like the Orioles. They're just a fun franchise. I think they have a lot of promise with the likes of someone like Ryan Mountcastle. I've enjoyed playing with them in the show. I've been doing the same thing with them in the show. I did a never will happen trade to get Anthony Rizzo as a part of the Orioles. But that being said, I think it's time to just start a new franchise, a new Out of the Park Baseball save with the Baltimore Orioles. Now, new with Out of the Park Baseball 22 is something called Challenge Mode. I'm going to skip that, so don't even worry about it. When it comes to the leagues, I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm just going to go with the Major League Baseball league here. New game. Let's put new game 2. Who cares? I really don't care about I guess I can denote it, but I know what we're going with here. So we're going to let everything kind of load up here, do its thing, check league logos, check all the parent logos and stuff like that. So yeah, looking forward to see what we can do with the Orioles. This quick episode is just going to kind of go over what we're going to do to set up the table, if you will. So MLB is going to be the only league we're going to start things off with. The Korean Baseball Organization is one of the new additions to Out of the Park Baseball 22. It's really cool they have all of this immersion in here. All of these different leagues within the world is a part of Out of the Park Baseball. So much love, so much care is put into this. It's amazing what kind of stuff they really go after here. So like when it comes to ball players, you'll know their entire history, just going through everything. So we're going to be playing the Red Sox in the first series this season. Take a look at our manager options here. I don't think there's anything I need to check here. Everything is going to be under manual control, which is good to see. Go to settings, not those settings. I always mess that up. It's under game. It's under game settings. Here we go. I think everything here is exactly what I want to, except for this. I want to incorporate stats and scouting reports. I want complete scouting stuff. All right. I want everything. Reports of retired players. We'll keep all reports for now. Scouting report updates. We'll do normal. Don't want everything off. Current rating scale. I like the 1 to 100 scale. We're going with that. Potential ratings. Same thing. Other ratings. Same thing. Overall ratings, values. I don't know why they go with the 20 to 80. I don't like that. That's weird to me. But we'll keep it stars just so it's kind of somewhat streamlined with that regard. Show ratings max, whatever. If you enable the next setting, then the overall and potential rating of a position player is based on all players instead of just players of the same primary position. Overall rating is based on all players. Yeah, let's do it. Coaching system, coach hiring from other teams, include base coaches, of course. Generate base coaches. Perfect. Coach cohesion impact, coaching contract extensions, of course. GM only users, we're not GM only. Enable owner goals, of course. We want to make sure that if we're doing bad, let's get fired, okay? Auto save daily, thank you. Save box. I don't want that pause. It says once a year. That's kind of nuts. Save box scores from all leagues, of course. Human leagues. Save game logs from human teams. Let's go with all major leagues. Save replays, human teams. Actually, I don't need replay. I might want to reference that. Save 3D moments. Keep news logs from last 2 years. Keep injury logs from last 2 years. Keep transaction logs from last 2 years. Generate game logs and WPA graphics for Almanac. That's awesome. Mystery reports converted. Being in top prospect list annually, it's fine. Preseason predictions, automatic. Enable storylines, of course. Coefficient, now we're talking math. I don't want to do that. So we kind of look at the Almanac. That's cool. I'll look at that offline. All right, continue finishing behavior, tailored to game flow preferences in the manager options screen. What would you like to configure now? Let's configure. So here we can choose the events and situations that will be handled by the continue button. So we get required transactions and your players in the active roster. Just go ahead and check that box. Important league events, other league events show in today's play game. Autoplay length during regular season, 1 day. During off season, 1 week. Cool. Per turn, not to use continue button feature. You can choose to hide it. No. All right, finish today. It's that simple. So we're going to kind of just check out the Orioles roster. What do we need to do and all that kind of fun stuff. So review a scouting budget. So pretty low here compared to the Cubs, which I was doing a quick preview of when we're doing our live stream. I don't want to mess with this too much just yet. Take a look at player development. Same here. I want to look over our roster before we get too crazy with all that fun stuff. So good news is we're first in the American League East. I mean, we can't be last just yet. But it says our minor league system is 30th, which is, I don't know if you count very high, but 30 is the amount of teams in Major League Baseball. So we got the worst farm system, apparently, which is not good news. But hey, you know, there's only one way to go up. I mean, that's nice. Can only go up. All right, as they're generating MLB season predictions, we'll go through all the rigmarole of saving everything. Receive a personal message. We'll get messages from our owners and, of course, just big news items throughout the day. So here is our goals for this season. Welcome to the Baltimore Orioles organization. Trust that our working relation will be a good one. I will submit some new goals each year that I would like to see you accomplish, as well as winning on the field and turning a profit. Completing these goals is the best way to keep me happy. Now, I am a GM and the manager. It's going to be a little complicated in that regard, but for me personally, when it comes to how I like playing this game particularly, I like having that complete control. So I want to be able to make my roster moves. I also want to be able to make transactions, stuff like that. Play close to 500 ball. I mean, that's, I guess, subjective, which is cool. Upgraded first base this season. I have Ryan Mountcastle. I'm already upgraded. We're good to go. Keep building your team up in order to reach the playoffs in the next 5 seasons. So the goal here is to get the playoffs in the first 5 seasons of our contract here. So look at our lineups and depth charts. We got Mountcastle that second. So we got Yomer Sanchez at the top of the lineup with a switch hitting second baseman. Trey Mancini is at the 3rd spot. Anthony Santana has been on fire for me in MLB The Show. Chance Sisco batting 5th and is behind the plate. Pat Velaka is the designated hitter. Rio Ruiz, Austin Hayes, and Freddie Galvis. Galvis has been raking for me too. Hopefully some of this kind of translates. So it's going to be interesting. Let's look at DJ Stewart real quick. So we'll open player profile here. So in 30 games last year that he started, hit 7 home runs. Not too bad, really. That's almost 1 every 4 games. I like that. I mean, that's about a 28 home run season, almost a 30 home run season. I'm surprised they got him on the bench to start things off. I might throw him. Let's put DJ Stewart as the designated hitter. This is against righties. Yeah, we're gonna do that. See ya. All right, and then left-handers versus that. DJ Stewart. One I might keep Vlach in there. Do I got splits for Stewart? If I got splits, then let's talk splits, shall we? Which I don't know if it's going to go to that length, because it's a lot of length. At least not here yet, is it? Oh, nope. Okay. Oh, I split. 20. Should be able to look at this, right? Major League split, which is cool. Versus left. View. Batting stats. Season. Okay, so just this season. Okay. That's good enough. We'll keep them on the platoon matchup for now. Other than that, I think I kind of like what I'm looking at so far. Ramon Urias, though. I'm not sure about that. Got Vlach at second. It's okay. So we got Ramon. I don't know. Santander's in there still. How's Nevin? It was his first year of big league ball. Just for fun, I'm going to put Nevin in. But I'm going to make him the first baseman and then make Mountcastle a DH. Just for fun. I want to see how that goes. Infield range 41, 59, 52. Yeah, I like that. Yep. We're going to keep Mountcastle DH for that. All right, looks good, looks good. All right. Let's head back to home here. So our next game will be against the Red Sox. Our first game, rather. So it's kind of looking at this stuff here. We just kind of mess with that. Start tired. Yes, we're going to do that every 20th game. Yeah, I'm fine with that. We got our open day roster. We got King Felix. That's awesome. Dean Kramer, Jorge Lopez, John Means, Tyler Wells. Closer is Tanner Scott. Bruce Zimmerman and relief, Dylan Tate. Cole Sulser, Kevin Smith. Not that Kevin Smith. Paul Fry, Sharon Armstrong. Keegan Aiken, Tyler Wells is one of our starters. I don't know why I jumped that far up. Keegan Aiken was one of my starters in the show. Take a look at our injured list. We got Hunter Harvey on the DL still, or the IL rather, and he is our closer typically, but he's still got about 2 months left of injured time left. He got 2 weeks left on the injured list, so probably gonna have to push him back another 2 weeks. And we had someone Tommy John surgery. Let's put him on. Yeah, he's going to be on the IL for a little bit. Just a little bit. And Chris Davis, man, this is a contract we need to get rid of. We can get rid of this contract without us having to buy much of it. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. Because we free up that. We're going to make some plays come trade deadline time. But again, he's hurt right now. He's going to be hurt for another 2 months. So we're going to have to kind of sit on him for a while and pay him. All right. I don't want to go into the game just yet, but take a look around the Major League Baseball here. Has anyone done any? Has anyone played a game just yet? But I don't know. Are there any moves that you want to see the Baltimore Orioles make in this in the season that we're doing here with them. I'm trying to be somewhat realistic here. I don't want to go crazy nuts like I did in the show where I got Rizzo for pretty much Chris Davis and offloaded him. But is there anything you would like to see the Orioles do when it comes to maybe make trades, maybe someone in the lineup, bring someone up from the minors, send someone to the minors? What do you want to see from the Orioles? Because I'm not an Orioles fan per se. I like the Orioles, but there's not a team I really follow. I'm a Cubs fan, so I'm kind of ignorant, I guess, when it comes to the Orioles and what they can and can't do. So I'm definitely interested to see what you want to see. But we're going to start getting into some games here this week. But this is kind of an introduction to what you're going to be seeing with the Orioles. I want to give you a quick look at their depth chart that I'm going to be going with, at least right out the gate when it comes to home games or at least games in the American League ballparks. So at least against right-handed hitting, we're gonna kind of go with the default lineup here just to start off, see what we're gonna get out of it. Yolmer Sanchez, switch hitter. I might need to mess with 5, 6, 7. I don't necessarily like 3 lefties in a row. What could end up being 4 lefties in a row, but if we're facing right-handed pitching, that's not too bad. I do want to probably put DJ Stewart in the mix somewhere, maybe a little higher. We'll look at that. Need to make him an actual DH there. We got Yolmer leading off. He's a switch hitter. We got Ryan Mountcastle at first. Trey Mancini out and right. Santander in left. Cisco is batting 5th. DJ Stewart is the DH when we're taking on right-handed pitching. And he's going to be probably in the lineup in National League ballparks no matter what. Rio Ruiz is batting 7th. He's over at 3rd. Austin Hayes is out in center. And then Freddie Galvis is a switch hitting shortstop. We're taking on lefties in DH ballparks. Yolmer Sanchez still leads off. Tyler Nevin will come into play first. Ryan Mountcastle will be the designated hitter. Pat Valaka will be over at second. Anthony Santander will bump down to the 5th spot as the left fielder. Trey Mancini out and right. Austin Hayes still out there in center. Freddie Galvis will move up a spot at shortstop at the 8 hole. And then batting at the bottom of the order is Pedro Severino as our catcher against left-handed pitching. So let me know what you want to see. What should I do? We're going to do some behind-the-scenes stuff, kind of mess with some budgets here. Just kind of get ourselves refamiliarized with Out of the Park since it's been a few months since we've jumped into this game. But again, I want to thank you guys for joining us. And hopefully you're looking at the future 2021 Baltimore Orioles champions.